I Am is also the name of the album, and I wrote that with Toby Gad and Egg White, and that's one of the last songs I wrote for the album, when I was at a place where I just knew how strong I was. And in the past I had really relied on people to kind of tell me what to do, or relied on them to, for too much really. And it was about me coming into my own and realizing that actually I'm fine without you. I'm fine to go off and do things on my own. I'm fine to make these decisions. I'm fine to take control of my life. And I made a lot of change in the past few years, and big decisions that, I thought would break me in a way. And actually doing that so far has been amazing. Taking my life into my own hands, taking my music into my own hands, and really going out there and doing things myself has been the most liberating and empowering experience that I've had. And the decisions have been really difficult, but so far it's been great. And that was the kind of final stamp of, okay, I'm here, I'm me, this is it. Power was written in London, and I remember me, Toby, Jim Elliott, we were in the studio and we were, coming up with different concepts, and Jim was playing these amazing, musical kind of tunes that he had written that sounded awesome. And I just started doing an ad-lib over it, and I just wanted something that was so empowering. And we came up with Power, where I'm just hitting notes that I don't think I've ever hit before. So yeah, that was a good one. That came about really quickly. I feel like the quickest songs are almost the best songs. You're not overthinking it, and you're just kind of going in, and I literally just sang an ad-lib. I was like, Power. And he was like, okay, sing it higher. And we were changing the key. And sing it louder, make it bigger. And then it just turned into this big, huge song. Toby's funny, he always makes me sing higher and higher and higher and higher. We'll start off in a low key, and then by the end of it, we're in heaven. So he pushes me, but in a good way, and stretches me and makes me kind of actually think, when I think I can't do something, he'll push me, and I'll be like, oh, actually, yeah, I can, which is why we work pretty well together.
You look surprised to see I've changed, but I've turned the key and I've turned the page, stepped out the dark into the sun, to a whole new me.
So, You Knew Me When is a song by Diane Warren, and I have always wanted to have a Diane Warren song on my album. Literally from the very first time I started recording and started going out there and working with different people, Diane was straight away, she was in touch, and she was like, I want to write a song for you. I want to give you a song that I've written, actually, because she doesn't write specifically for artists. And a few of them had been sent to me, but with my previous label, things had always got lost in translation, and the label was like, no, we don't want you to sing that, we don't want that on the album. And she'd kind of been pushed to the wayside a bit, and she's one of the most amazing songwriters in the world. So I knew that this time I could have what I wanted on the album, what I thought was real and authentic. And she has only written songs for two other artists, Whitney Houston and Cher, and she wrote that song specifically for me. So I'm the third artist that she's ever specifically written a song for, and there was no way that I could not have it on the album, because she's incredible, and it's authentic, and yeah, that's why it's on there.
Oh, I'm breaking free, I'm taking the lead, and these borders
So again, I wrote Essence with Me with Toby, and I just wanted it to have a really authentic, earthy kind of vibe, and I came up with this melody for the song, and it just kind of reminded me of a chant. So yeah, it just feels very earthy, and kind of, it's about stripping everything off, stripping off the hair, the makeup, the clothes, like just coming back to who you are, you know, because you can get caught up in a whirlwind in this, and you know, it can become about what designer you're wearing or what, you know, and it's not about that. For me, it's just about my music, and it's about coming back to that, and that's kind of what I wanted to write it about. It's not about anything exterior, it's all about what's happening inside. And one of my favorite quotes is, "The only way out is in." And I've been working on that a lot, especially the past couple of years. Like, it really isn't about all of the, you know, the bells and whistles. It's nice and it's lovely, but you have to remember what the essence of it is about.
Never thought I'd write another love song. Never thought I'd say these words to you. Never thought I'd write another love song, but I can't keep on.
Another love song is a bit garage inspired. I kind of love garage and was very much into garage, especially, you know, when it was big and like going out clubbing. So it's got that vibe to it, and I basically, it's the only like romantic love song on the album. I didn't really want to put any love songs on the album because I was not feeling it at all. But actually, someone who I met really inspired that song, because a while ago I was in a relationship that I literally, when I got out of it, I was like, that's it, I'm done. I don't want to be with anyone again. I don't want to get into a relationship. I just want to be free and single, and I'm just going to live with my dogs and me for the rest of my life, and that's it. And then someone came along and just changed my whole world around. So it's about that, basically. So for Ladders, I wrote that with Wayne Wilkins, and basically, you know, you have times in your life where you feel like you're on a high and you're up and everything's amazing and great, and then you have those times where you're just down and you feel like everything's against you and you're just making so many mistakes. And in the past couple years, I've really realized that embracing the mistakes and, you know, the low times, being thankful for that just as much as you are thankful for the highs and the amazing stuff that happens. Without that, I wouldn't have been able to make the album. For one, it wouldn't have had any substance, and without those low points. So that's what Ladders is about. I was thinking about leaving a label that I'd been at for a very long time, you know, leaving a lot of relationships that I've had there that were really great, but it was kind of time to move on. And in that time, it was really sad for me because I kind of had to just let everything go and start again, which was so hard, just having a whole new kind of experience without any support really from anyone. And yeah, I found that really, really difficult as well. A few years ago, in different relationships that I've had, leaving those situations was really difficult. So any kind of difficult life situations that I've faced, I kind of put it all into Ladders. But I also know that the rubbish times are, you know, something that you have to embrace, and it's hard to do at the time, but you just have to get along with it.